What's going on, guys? Today we are going to have a discussion about distractions, right? Myself included, and everyone else out there is distracted, right? Now, some are, of course, less distracted than others, but we're all distracted even in minor ways, right? So today, for example, I literally didn't do anything for like 5 hours. I sat in nature for like an hour, right? And I think it's important that we stop doing so much, right? Because we're always told that we need to be doing something. We always have to be occupied, right? We always got to be, working, grinding, doing everything, right? And that's true. But there comes a point when you do so much and you're doing that you get burnt out, right? And I'm not necessarily talking about burnout here, but I'm just saying that there needs to be a point when you go in and just start thinking about your life, right? A lot of us are like, I go around, like I've been saying this a lot in these videos, but I walk around, like the campus and shit, and I always just see people, they got headphones in, they're talking to someone, like they're always occupied. And it's like, dude, bro, all you need is like 20 minutes a day of nothing. And like you could find out a lot about yourself if you really like made that session like important to you. And going into that session with the motivation of trying to figure something out about yourself and where you need to go. So in my life, how I've dealt with distractions pretty well over the past couple months. As you guys know, I made a video a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, about social media and how I deleted my Instagram. Because I firmly believe that social media is designed to be addictive, right? And there can be positive qualities to it, but in my experience, I have really not gained too much positivity from it. It's been sort of a thing where I go on, I scroll through, I like a few pictures, and then I get off. And I find myself, when I'm just doing nothing, I will mindlessly just get on my phone and I'll start scrolling through. And that is just not the way it should be, because like, if you find yourself bored or you have nothing to do, that's not always a bad thing. That's a time where you can sit back and just look in and think about your life, think about the world, think about reality, and just like not be so fucking consumed in shit all the time, right? Like, there's some good books out there, there's some good YouTube videos and lectures and stuff like that, and I advise people to consume that stuff, but there comes a point when all of that is just like adding layers to the onion, right? It's common in spirituality that they use the term the onion layers, right? And you're trying to peel off all the layers of the onion to get to the core, which is nothing, of course, right? So you still need to learn, you still need to absorb and consume this information, but you can't just sit there all the time and do that. I remember when I did have Instagram, man, I would be like I'd be on my phone for 4 hours just sitting on YouTube and then going to Instagram. Like when I'm done with a YouTube video, I'd go watch scroll through Instagram and shit, and just like, dude, your mind, like, you're training your brain to be so fucking like neurotic and scattered that it's just it doesn't help you at all. All that information doesn't help you, because the main thing, like, the main goal of you trying to get information is to learn about what to do in your life, not to just sit there and consume, obviously. And I find that when I go from a YouTube video to Instagram, my brain becomes scattered, and then I can't focus in real life, right? For instance, if I'm listening to the teacher in class, maybe I'll listen for about 30 seconds, and then I stray off. I'm in like fucking la la land, right? I'm daydreaming, I'm thinking about shit that's not pertaining to the present moment. So I think, like I said, it takes like some real awareness to understand that we are being distracted like drastically. It's not good. So I would recommend you guys, even like today, I feel like I'm just gonna take one day out of the week just to do absolutely nothing for like 5 to 6 hours, just so I can like sort of reset my brain a little bit, right? So yeah, get off the phone, get off get off your computer. You don't even have you don't even have to go work out or do anything. You don't have to go read. You don't have to go meditate. Just literally sit down for like a half hour, 20 minutes to a half hour, and don't do anything. Just think. Like it's not that hard. People are like so scared to not be by themselves with themselves. Like, oh, you're gonna feel bored and lonely, motherfucker. Like that's what life is, bro. Like, I'm sorry to tell you, you can't always be with someone. Eventually, you're gonna have to, if you're hanging out with people for the day, eventually you're gonna have to go home that night and be by yourself, right? I mean, you could watch TV. That's what most people do. But again, if you guys have the mindset of growing yourself, and I know most of you do, then you'll understand what I'm saying and not take it for granted, because this is priceless shit. Most people, like, you don't hear about this in university. You don't hear about this in school. People aren't telling you to unwire, to unprogram yourself. They always want you to be occupied, because that's what the fucking workforce demands. It demands people to always be going, right? So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell to the right so you get notified when I upload. If you have any questions, comments, or whatever, feel free to leave me some down below, and I will do my best to respond. And as always, I hope you guys have a good day. Peace.